Five.
Welcome to our channel, Dice Off, where my friends and I gather together every Friday night at 7 Central to play a tabletop role-playing game called Age of Adventure. It's a medieval fantasy game where each of the players takes on the role of a character. And it's my job, of course, to kill the players in the most entertaining way possible. And it's their job to survive, win loot, save the world, and, well, maybe not the last one. You guys usually destroy things.
Sounds about right.
Chaotic neutral.
So now let's introduce our
If anyone's
players.
destroying the world, it's going to be us.
How much bigger of a bomb can you make?
Actually, maybe I should make the characters and try and save the world from you guys.
That's probably a good idea.
Alright, yeah, let's introduce our players. So say us character's name, and let's see, let's go with something your character is afraid of or despises. Afraid of, if you got something. And then just remind us if you have any injuries, so we can be aware of who's injured, who's not. So, Scott.
Well, my character's name is Obadiah the Scholar, and alchemist, and he is deathly afraid of filth. I currently have no injuries.
Alright, Andrew.
I'm Clustus the Formal, Dwarf Paladin, and I'm afraid of, well, not really afraid of, but despise the color red, you know.
True.
It's just too red.
Sometimes it can become quite red.
Yes.
Do you have any injuries at the moment?
I believe not.
Alright, Dylan.
I am Duant of Northern Rocks, the Turpkin Gith Weapon Master, and I despise being entertained by others.
As we all do.
I do
Any
not like
injuries?
jokes, I do not like music. No injuries.
No, okay, none. Kevin.
I am Daon the Torturer, human gunslinger, and I have a fear of failure.
Fear of failure.
It really is a fear. And no injuries.
No injuries?
Oh, name's Piff, Furblog Extraordinaire, and I'm afraid of math. There's too many numbers.
You're a businessman, are you not?
Yeah, but the numbers part, not good at those.
So I bet he needs someone else to do the jokes for him.
Good at business, bad at money,
I
earning
thought he was bad at
income,
everything.
numbers,
sure how
stuff
it
like
works,
that.
but-
I'm great at business, though.
If you say so.
Alright, so we're returning. Last week, the party was led by a timid and frightened Jerry toward the Cave of Death, which, of course, is, well, the main cause of his fearfulness and other things. So, his scars also. Quite terrified of the hellworms. And rightly so. He did watch all of his friends get killed by them, and you guys almost all got killed by them also. If it wasn't for your random friend Rug, the Rambo
Rug and Chug.
That's where that comes from.
Yeah. Rugs and Jugs.
So after a long and arduous climb over the foothills, the party entered into a valley where hundreds of orcs had made camp. Now, using leaves and nearby twigs and dirt, Obadiah somehow managed to pull off the most amazing orc costume that has ever been invented. He then did what, any person would do in his situation. He attempted to sneak through the orc encampment in broad daylight, relying only on his twigs for his disguise. Strangely, though, it actually worked. I'm not sure how, but it did work. You made it through the orc camp, and you were able to discover where all of the orc chieftains had gathered under the orc banner of the orc king, Gropkick. Now, he
I have that written down here.
was waiting for a meeting with the white elf, Raphael, which you which you were able to watch as a result of hiding behind a rock. Let's see, during the meeting, what happened? The white elf Raphael gave Gropkick a gift, which was a magic orb, something you were quite interested in. He also gave him an ornamental pendant, which it was made up of 2 twin serpents intertwining in a circle, and that pendant happened to be the exact same shape and style as the one that Daon has. Do you remember?
Or Leona.
Yes, the one you got for Leona's
Still have to
pendant.
return to her.
Let's see what else happened. Then they left.
There were some
Yes, your
nobles
yes.
from the King Beyond the Realms of Men.
Yes, right before they arrived, however, the Orc King,
Starcrest.
Gropkick, made a very interesting statement. Do you remember what that was? It involves Piff's
Oh, they're going
homeland.
to obliterate the Furblog homeland and retake the
Orc Mountain,
Mountain.
from the vile Furbolgs that stole it from their ancestors.
Yes.
So that was their mission, of course. It might be interrupted slightly as a result of the stampeding mammoth, but we'll get to that part. Before the mammoth stampeded, you're correct. There was the Lord of Shoreside, your friend.
The one who cut off your finger.
Yes, the one that I must give the fist.
Well, then.
I'm going to fist it.
It's
This shall be a sight to see.
maybe a sight to avoid. So he had a retinue of a couple knights, and one interesting individual wearing all black, a cowl covering his face. You couldn't even tell what race he was. But this individual receives some kind of red crystal. Not a ruby, but a crystal of some sort, which was supposedly has some sort of power. And when it was revealed to the sunlight, the worms, the hellworms that were around, scattered and were terrified of the crystal. So when this guy grabbed it, of course, he was wearing a pendant. Also a pendant with the twisted serpent. They took off. And you were left, Obadiah, all alone, which you, of course, managed to do some Obadiah-ing. You decided that you'd had enough of the hellworms, and rather than giving the bomb to the person who had hired you to make it for you, brought it up and used it to cave in the death cave. So no one has to worry about the
hell with the death
hellworms
cave.
anymore. Unfortunately, the bomb was so large that it not only caved in the death cave, but it also caused an avalanche, which of course then spurred the mammoth herds to, I guess, what would be the word? Stampede.
Stampede.
Yeah, stampede.
I believe we might have a tough time with this.
To write down schematics.
Oh, I think it should be fine.
They, of course, stampeded away from the avalanche, directly downhill into the valley where the orcs were, causing orcs and mammoth to be running in every direction possible, many of which are going up the other side of the valley, directly towards your camp.
Where I very quickly arrived.
So right now, you see dozens of mammoth and dozens of orcs sprinting directly towards you. What would you like to do?
Sprint directly away from me.
Probably be a very good idea to get out of here.
I'll
How
pick
high
up
are
my
the trees?
canoe and run.
And how thick are onto the trees?
The trees are regular, I guess, deciduous trees that would be roughly. You could probably climb safely 30 feet high.
So like a mammoth couldn't push it down easily.
A stampede wouldn't push it
A
down.
stampede could probably push down some of the smaller ones.
Find the biggest tree and climb it.
Yep.
All right, so you're looking for big trees while running.
Yes.
Yes.
You are
Looking for a big tree.
looking for big trees while
How
climbing.
far
I
away
can
are
jump
they?
6 squares.
What's that?
How far away are they right now?
They are approximately about 100 feet and closing.
Oh
not
yeah,
far.
I tie my canoe around, like rope around me, and I start climbing the tree as fast as I can. Biggest tree. One that can support my weight.
Climb any tree.
Climb any tree. You find this like 3-foot tall sapling.
Any sizable tree.
He gets to the top and it starts bending over.
I'm safe up here.
All right. So we have Jerry throws his hands up, screams a high-pitched scream, and sprints in this direction. We also have Obadiah sprinting as fast as possible.
If it appears that I cannot outrun the mammoths, I'm going to cast a spell and see if I explode myself. I'm using a rage component.
So what you kind of see is in the valley, there aren't too many trees in the valley itself. And the creatures, the orcs, the goblins, the ogres, the mammoths, they're all running up this hill. And so they're being slowed down to the fact they're running uphill. And it's difficult ground. But then there's kind of almost like a tree line, and you guys are standing right on the edge of the tree line. So running deeper into the forest, you know that they're going to catch you fairly quickly because they're running in the open. Running in the forest, maybe not so much. However, resolve checks for those who are looking around for trees to climb.
Wait, if I equip my canoe in both hands and I use Spirit Journey, does it also go
Yeah, all of your stuff would be.
Alright, I'm not climbing a tree, I'm just hiding a bit, and then I'm gonna go incorporate with Spirit Journey.
I totally found a tree.
2, 3. Alright.
Am I the only one running?
The two of
I
you.
ran and then I went and
Jerry ran. You and Jerry, teammates for our life.
It won't be that long.
Alright, the two of you don't see anything that would survive a mammoth, in essence. Or nothing that's tall enough that you could get up, or, in your case, nothing with a bough low enough that you could jump up and grab.
quickly get in my hand!
However, you have a dice off.
First one of the night.
Do on. Let's see if you can do this.
10.
Oh, unfortunately. You see a tree that is tall, that you can climb, but it's rotting. You can get up into it if you want.
Alright, so...
I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit.
Going up the tree.
Jerry's next to me, right?
Actually, he's ahead of you, running quite quickly. He's
Well,
actually.
I was going to save him, but I guess not.
So the two of you don't see any trees to climb. What would you like to do then? Keeping in mind that
I start
the
sprinting.
mammoths are now 50 yards away.
I start sprinting.
Sprinting.
Any nearby rock piles?
Alright, roll another.
What happens if one of my
resolve.
weapons that I have equipped is person? And I go in corporal.
Dwarven weapon.
That would not work, unfortunately.
Their mom can't save you.
What you got? 3? Interestingly enough, there is a large rock pile sized perfectly to fit a dwarf. And only a dwarf. Only one dwarf can fit there. But it will fit perfectly for you.
Oh, I wonder what dwarf will go in there.
So, yeah, it'll completely protect you from
I'll go.
mammoths.
I'll go.
Mammoth
Yeah,
trampling.
dice off,
All right.
So here's our rock. Here's you hiding behind it. We've got this incredibly large, overweight creature.
It's not that the
I
trees
just
are
jumped.
He just
I
jumped.
can leap, so.
It's not that the trees
Into a
are rotting,
tree.
you're just massive. You can hear it cracking the whole time you're up there.
So there's only one other person that is screwed?
Let's see. You're running,
I'm running.
but you're behind him.
Maybe if I shoot
And
the one in
I'll
front
just
of
hit my
me,
tree.
he'll trip
You're
and he'll
just
eat
hiding.
me, not me.
Oh,
I
you
use
just went
Spirit
to
Journey.
corporal.
Yeah, I'll hide a little bit and then I grab my canoe in both ends and I go in corporal.
All right. Before you do that, I want to make it clear that being in corporal works great during battle, short periods of time. You could probably go in corporal for 10 seconds.
Oh, I'll climb a tree then.
You didn't see any trees, did you?
Oh, I
he didn't
roll
roll.
a 3, you didn't roll a result.
Oh,
for me.
I didn't. As far as you can tell, there's several trees you could climb, but none of them that you can climb with your canoe. So it's either the tree or the canoe.
Alright, I flip the canoe upside down and I hide under it by a tree. I'm using a tree as cover.
Aren't these canoes made out of paper?
Yeah. Well, no, these are the good ones. These are the human ones. This is made out of nice wood.
All right, so you're just in the open, and roughly
Behind a tree, though.
behind a tree.
Yeah.
So you got a tree in front of you, hiding under a canoe.
And then I'm praying.
Considering.
And then I'm ready to go
Multi-classing
in
to
corporal if
cleric.
I hear anything crash into me.
All right, and the rest of you are running. Sounds good. Sounds good.
If they
So-
catch up, I'm casting a spell. I'm going to cast Mage Hut. Makes me completely impervious to everything to the outside world for 10 minutes. Used outside of combat.
Nice.
That would save you.
One
right?
mage component. However, the mage component is one of the
The volatile ones.
questionable
So you just hear a red mist and be like, oh.
Yeah, I might turn into a red mist.
He might be safe. He might explode. We'll see what happens.
You turn into a red mist, you know nothing else can hurt you.
So the unfortunate thing is, the three of you managed to run sprinting. Obadiah, you can see Jerry in front of you, and Dayon, you can see Obadiah in front of you. You're running on the game trail that actually was the same game trail that brought you down the mountain to the valley here. It's the fastest way for you to run. If you were to try and run through the forest, all the I guess the vines and bushes and tree limbs would slow you down dramatically. So you're running on this game trail, and as you are running, you begin hearing the loud thump, 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 thump of a mammoth not far behind you. Now,
Well, this is the proper running away music.
Gentle and cold.
Just frolic.
You got your earbuds in. You're just strolling.
Yep.
let's try this.
As there's just like a pound of hurt mammoths just behind you, just it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, that's more like it.
It's a little bit better. Mammoth. He... This is going to be interesting.
This is gonna look like it's gonna hurt.
I'm assuming this is going to be bad.
As it's approaching you, it's not really trying to kill you, but it's running in terror. And so it's not trying to stomp you. Instead, it's just going to try and push you out of the way by smashing you with its giant tusks.
I guess I'll have to dodge.
You get a chance to dodge. But his tusks are so huge, he gets a substantially easy chance of whacking this little twerp in front of him. 3 to hit.
It's not terrible.
5 to dodge.
Nice!
You totally dodge that.
Somehow,
Jump
you just
up on top of him and ride him.
That's actually a good idea.
you dive to the side and roll, and the mammoth continues on his merry way.
If I have to make a dodge attempt, I'm totally casting the spell way before this thing gets to me.
Let's
Can I do like
see.
a look out?
All right, we'll allow you to try and cast the spell.
All right, roll that dice 6.
If it's a 1, it goes kablooey. 3.
Hey, I got a mage hut.
So you're protected.
Yep.
10 minutes.
I'm just gonna sit here for 10 minutes.
The mammoth kind of looks at this weird house that just appears. Confused, but continues onward.
My last mage component. No.
And as far as what happens with Jerry, the rest of you may never know.
We still hear his screams.
Actually, no, they're being drowned out by the fact that a dozen other mammoths
What do I
are
see from the
stampeding.
tree?
You're
See a
actually
little house go.
Unfortunately, you are seeing a lot of mammoths stomping orcs, which I guess is not so unfortunate,
unfortunate at all.
except that a lot of the orcs are running in this direction. And what we're gonna have to have happen here is to see when the mammoth. First, we'll roll.
Good luck for your tree.
Let's roll to see if these orcs can see you. That might be a situation in and of itself.
That could be unfortunate for you.
So let's roll your athletics.
I've never seen a mammoth in a tree before.
See how amazing your hiding skills are.
I have dark garb on. Do I get a reroll?
Yes, we can give you a reroll. That's fine.
2. 4.
Dice up.
Yes.
Second of the night. Oh, it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a hard one.
1.
8.
You are not seeing. I mean, you are
Exactly.
seeing.
You
All right.
found a mammoth.
Several orcs, goblins, are sprinting in your direction, looking back over their shoulders as mammoths, several of them, begin trying to trample them as they run. One of the orcs nudges another one and points right at you. And they begin nodding, and they run in your direction, and they begin deciding to climb the tree to get out of the way and hide with you in the tree.
That's great.
Who knows? They might be friendly.
All right.
You did fail.
Yep.
Well, I was telling him if he fails, he's got to chug all 3 of these.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I can chug it, but I'm gonna feel too good afterwards.
All right.
We might be making a trip to the hospital.
Well, not quite the hospital. I'm a pretty good surgeon myself.
That's for every time you fail a dice.
Yeah.
The first one gets halfway up the rotted tree, and you hear a. The second one begins his climb, and all of you come crashing to the ground.
Jump!
Yeah, leap to
Leap to another tree.
As in all of you, he means you.
all of this.
It was the extra weight of the mammoth.
All right, you can try and leap to another tree. It's going to be an athletics roll. It's going to be quite difficult. Beat this dice 12.
Oh, God. Dice 4? Yeah, not gonna happen. 3.
You win!
Boys.
Somehow, you hear the snapping sound, terrifies you, and you decide I've had enough. You leap to the next tree over, and somehow bear hug it. You're just clinging it to it
His
for
arms
life
are long
and
enough to
death.
get around his belly?
He doesn't bear hug himself. He bear hugs one of the branches, the limbs, and he's just kind of hanging. He's got one foot draped over, the other one dangling down.
I think you should be making rivet patterns up there too.
Let's see. The orc crashes to the ground. The goblin, who was just standing here, looks down at the orc, looks up at you, and is like, "What? What's going on?"
How did that live
And
now?
then get stepped on.
Where's the last goblin?
That's a
I
very
thought I had
solid
one
branch
more.
then.
Well, you had 2 orcs and a
Gotta be holding at least
I had-
about 1,000 pounds.
Oh, it's 2 orcs climbing the tree.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There was
You're right, 900.
There was an orc climbing the tree, got halfway up, then the goblin attempted to climb the tree, that caused the whole thing to collapse. So the goblin is just picking himself up. They're trying to figure out what to do when a mammoth enters the area. At the same moment, you lose your grip and fall to the ground.
That's unfortunate.
So the mammoth gets a free attack on our little friend, and that is going to be a hit, I believe. It is, and we've got some damage, not much. The orc flies to the side, and the mammoth continues on his merry way. You now pick yourself up and find yourself face to face with 3 unhappy orcs and goblins.
That's really unfortunate.
What would you like to do?
Did I go undetected this whole time?
Let's see. Undetected.
Because I want to jump in his combat if they're
I
all
was gonna say,
behind.
am I close enough to
So
help?
I'm really close.
Oh, you guys
are
actually-
way off, but me and him hit right
Took
away.
off running.
Is 10 minutes long enough to brew a pot of tea?
Yes, actually.
Am I welcome in your mage hut?
While everyone else is dying,
I pull my
you're
2
relaxing with your
katanas
feet up.
from the back. Let's do this.
Flabby arms.
All right. The mammoth continues on. The orcs. How
How many
interested
orcs are there and how many goblins are there?
There's 2 goblins, 1 orc, both facing you. Did you finish leveling your character? Okay, so you're all ready to roll.
Yep. I need a dice 16.
That's gonna be your green. It should be back
Oh,
there.
here. I got one. Okay, you got it.
All right.
Oh,
Now,
18.
what you've done is kind of created kind of an impressive, scary scenario of blade drawn while the orcs just got rampaged by a mammoth herd. They're a
And
little
they saw
worried.
this giant, flabby creature jump from one tree to another.
True. They're not in the fighting mood. So what I will allow you to do is make an intimidation check,
A very big ribbit.
Which uses...
which, interestingly enough, uses vitality.
Ooh. You're welcome for those gloves.
Do you do ribbit things? Can you like make your thing like whatever they call that?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. I'm not sure why I'm rolling. Guess I'm rolling a dice
This is
six.
a dice 6. How many of these are
Suffice to say, they're not in the fighting mood. They don't even have their weapons drawn. Some of them don't even have weapons anymore. They lost them in the commotion, and they decide that once you draw your blades, I'm out. They just begin running.
That's awesome. I was really sad I didn't get to roll the dice 16.
Ah,
I was jumping back. And
I sheathe both my katanas at this point.
all right.
You could just
See.
see drawing both your katanas and just be like, ribbit. And then like a really big, loud ribbit, and they just kind of go, oh, fuck that.
All right, we need a cunning check from you to see how effective your hiding abilities are.
Oh, that's one.
Dice. Two-sided dice. Let's roll it. Unfortunately, I got a 9.
Dang it.
Could have happened. Well, it would have been rough. It would have been difficult. So, what finds you? It is a small band of goblins.
That's unfortunate.
Do I hear that the mammoths are gone before they approach?
What you hear is, you still hear the trumpeting of the mammoths in the distance. From your position under the canoe, you cannot tell which direction they're really coming from. Plus the trees are disrupting the sound, so it's really difficult. You do, however, hear two of these little goblins talking as they're approaching your direction.
Do they know? Can I listen in and see if they know that it's me under here?
Yes, you can listen in. They're kind of arguing back and forth. One of them saying, "Let's get out of here! Quick, let's go!" And the other one replies, "No, let's hide!" Then you hear them both stop. They don't say anything. They don't move. Then one of them whispers, "What's that? Right there!"
Two wheels.
The first one says, "Hey, we can hide there! Underneath that thing!"
I'll let them come in. I'll find the second one of them treasure dog.
Alright, who wins? The other one replies, "Alright, let's do it." So the one approaches.
Draw my blade, draw my battle axe.
Alright, initiative.
4.
4. Let's see what this guy's got. 4. That'd be a
Dice.
dice off. Let's see who goes first.
18.
You are first.
Alright.
Piff in the lead. Monsters second.
I'll activate my plasma weapon. And I shoot him in the head for 6 free damage. He doesn't
Goodness
get a roll against that.
gracious. He doesn't.
And then I'm gonna use my bottle axe.
Bottle.
Bottle.
Bottle axe. Are you drunk?
It's a struggle. I'll roll a 2.
2 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, he is going to attempt to dodge out of the way, and he does. He leaps back. So, in essence, he lifts it up to sneak under. Boom! Blasts him right in the face. He falls back. You kind of throw it off as you swing with your axe. He's able to roll just out of the range of that swing. You stand up, he stands up. They draw blades and they begin to charge. So, the first one steps forward and makes a swing at you. 4 to hit.
I'll go advanced parry. I rolled 2 1s and broke my shield.
It happens.
I know. When you roll 1 to parry, you don't break the thing, do you? You only roll it on defense. Right? My parry with the shield, I rolled the 1.
It's
defense.
oh, when you parry.
Yeah, you don't break it on parry, do you?
Yeah, it's only when you roll 1 on defense. So you're safe on that one.
And then I rolled the ball. So I roll the 1 to parry and a 1 on my armor.
Nice.
Wow.
3 rolls of a 1.
I think that deserves a shot in
I
itself.
think you're par for the course, matey.
Not all of us can be as skilled as the rest.
His blade cuts deep, penetrating your armor.
That deserves
And he
a save.
twists it in your flesh, slicing outward, and blood just starts pouring. 5 damage minus the 1 for the
Armor.
armor. The next one runs in, and unfortunately, he is not able to make it very far. So he is going to have to sprint. Ah! This will not help him much. Alright. Top of the round, Piff. It's all up to you.
I'm going to use Plasma Ray on my Plasma Core. So, 3 squares get affected that are adjacent to me for
Alright.
ice 8 damage. 7 damage. And then I'm going to use the free attack from it to do... What's it do?
I think you roll damage per character.
Oh, so 7 to 1 and
6 to the other.
6 to the other.
Alright.
Now that doesn't count as the laser cannon's actual attack, does it? Because it says consume 1 to immediately deal the damage, and I also get the free attack. I'm pretty sure I'll get the free attack too from the Plasma Core. Because it doesn't need to be active. to
Yeah,
use it.
once you activate it, you get the free attack for the rest of the battle.
So then the one I attacked the first time also takes another 6 damage.
That's gotta be very good.
So one took 13 plus last turn's damage, and the other one took 6.
Alright.
That's gonna be very good.
So, the one that was adjacent to you, that stabbed you right in that side, he
Turns into a piece of charcoal.
you just hear this boom, and an arm flies into the air. This giant hole is in him that's kind of glowing. It's glowing blue with this like white plasma coming off of it. He kind of looks down at himself and he's confused and tips over. His buddy looks at him like, "What the heck?" And then you zap him. He's like, there's like blood coming from his eyes and this charred flesh, and his hair is singed with smoke.
You might have a condition.
And he kind of snarls at you, but it's more of a pain sound than a snarl.
I have this head
And I
turning
still
going
get my
and-
turn, so I walk over and I'm going to attack him with my war pick.
All right.
4 to hit.
4 to hit. He counters that with his shield.
Damn.
And since he has a blade, he gets a free attack on you. 5 to hit.
Dice off.
13. Dang it.
15.
All right. His turn. Counters with a... Wait, what am I even rolling that for?
I don't know.
I don't know. Here's his attack. 4 to hit.
2.
Hits. 6 damage with the blade. He just basically jumps up with the blade face down, sticks it right into your collarbone, drives it deep, and just kind of wiggles it as much as he can. That's gonna hurt.
I look at him angrily and then I shoot my plasma cord for 3 damage.
All right. The blade's still in your chest, and you kind of just shoot him right off. He falls to the ground and kind of twists and writhes in pain, and you just gotta remove the blade from your chest.
Alright, and then I want to look around and see if there's anything else coming for me.
For the most part, there's definitely, you can hear orcs in every direction. Some of them are deeper into the woods ahead of you, others are to the sides. Some of them are still running in the valley below. But no one's around you, and the mammoths seem to have dispersed for the most part.
Do I see Duant of the Northern Rob?
No, you're too far away. You don't see anyone at the moment.
I'm gonna put the goblins against my canoe and hide back under it again so they die to the canoe.
Death to the canoe. It does make sense.
It's a warning. You know, if you come near the canoe, you die.
Someone comes with a torch and starts lighting it on fire.
Oh no.
All right. Let's see.
I'm gonna put my buckler away and have my book out while I keep listening.
Oh well, the door pied.
Yeah.
Wasn't I completely hidden anyway?
Oh yeah, that's right. You were completely hidden and protected from mammoth. That doesn't necessarily mean you can avoid orcs.
I am the rock.
All right.
Rock Johnson?
Let's roll some athletics to remain quiet as the orcs approach.
How's that athletics?
You're trying not to move and breathe.
Here want to be quiet though. He always seems to want to make the most noise possible and get him all
Yeah. You're not being loud right now. When you're all alone.
Got a 4.
Nice. Oh, unfortunately, not nice enough. We need a dwarf. Where do you get one? Oh, way over here.
Drop my hand with dice.
Oh.
An orc. Large one. Thick arms. Holding a meaty blade in his hand. And a shield just kind of dropped to his side. Is walking through the forest. Kind of looking around. Sniffing the air as he goes. And at first, it seems like he's going to walk right past you. But... and you kind of breathe a sigh of relief. And the moment you do, it snarls and its blade lifts high into the air, and you can roll resolve to see who goes first.
5. Oh, we're lost.
Pretty good. Pretty
We're
good.
not gonna even roll.
Dice off. Ooh,
7.
7. You made it.
Oh, I thought you also got 7.
What would you like to do?
Um,
It turns, snarls, arm up, raised above his head, ready to cleave your head from your shoulders.
I just like hold up a holy symbol and be like, "Excuse me, soul, but you have a moment to talk about
That's good.
Roll your cunning. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
I dropped it.
Dude, we're all gonna come behind you. It's gonna be a bunch of orcs in there. It's gonna be having a conversation.
Like rolling kumbaya. You rolled the what?
Yeah.
Solid.
The orc's having nothing of it and swings at your head.
I was just hoping we really found the dwarf was like a chapel session out there. Just everyone just.
Just like a mammoth sitting there too.
Just
It's like
sitting back.
everybody just leaning back.
Oh, come on, you're here.
All right, here we go. He swings at your head with his blade. 5 to hit.
Shield.
And again, this orc's probably reacting to how most people want to react whenever. people
1,
have
and then reroll with advanced parry.
Reroll, advanced parry.
5.
5. Dice
Ooh,
off.
it's off.
10.
16.
Ooh!
There.
Just as that weapon is coming down towards your head, you get the shield up in time. Clang! And it ricochets off of it. Your turn.
Okay. I mace him.
Alright. He also has a shield.
That's unfortunate. What is that? 2.
4. Deflects it easily. And since he is armed with a blade, gets a free attack roll. 6 to hit.
And I carry that. Yeah. 6.
Oh, roll again. Advanced.
6.
Okay. Face off.
8.
19.
Ouch. So it's a clang, clang. You're up. Oh, mace, right?
Yeah.
Remember, maces, when you parry, you still do half damage. Forgot about that. So keep that in mind.
But I'm usually using my shield to parry, so.
That's right.
When you
Right.
hit.
Oh, when I hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you hit, you'll still
Oh,
do half damage
okay.
too.
5 to hit.
5 to hit. What do we got here? 10 to parry. Deflects easily, but remember, it's parry, half damage.
Still roll damage.
Okay.
3, so
Oh!
1.5.
Yeah, that'll work.
His shield breaks, and his armor deflects the rest. He still gets a free attack because he did successfully parry, even though it did half damage. 4 to hit.
Oh. 1.
Life?
Yep.
That's not good. Damage. 2.
Okay, did we rest up from before? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, 4.
Well, you do roll armor also, by the way. I don't know if you reduced
Oh,
it by armor.
yeah, I forgot about that.
And I don't know if you reduced it by your shield either.
No, I did not.
Shield rolls dice 6, and your
Okay.
ring mail also roll dice 6.
Yeah.
You have a feeling this battle may go on for a while.
Okay. 4. So does 4 block all of it then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, so now it's his actual attack. 2 to hit.
2.
Wait,
Advanced
wait.
parry.
3.
Okay.
Your turn. It was like clang, clang, clang. It's like a real life battle.
3 to hit.
So, and everyone's just watching like
His shield's broken though now too, right?
Oh, yeah, but he still gets a regular parry.
Yeah.
3 to parry.
Ooh, dice off.
Actually, his shield's only damage. You can still use it. He's got a heavy shield.
Oh.
Dice up. 14.
5.
5. So that hits you.
Wait.
Wait. No,
No. He was attacking.
Oh, that
Misses him.
misses him, dealing half damage.
Okay. So 3 damage total.
3 damage total, so
I rolled a
half.
6.
Oh, you rolled a 6, so
Yeah.
3 damage. And here is his shield. Now his shield is broken.
Not bad.
And his armor blocks. Also breaks. This is fairly effective.
wow.
Oh, shit.
Now you can.
Dealing a couple
The
points
only
of
thing in
damage.
this game armor is good for is breaking.
Alright. So, now he gets a counterattack.
Okay.
If I remember. Yes. 3 to hit.
6.
Alright, now here's his actual attack. His turn. 1 to hit. Places an opening on
6.
him. It is now your turn.
Okay. I mace him.
Are you utilizing the opening?
No.
No. What did you get?
8.
8? 8 to hit?
Yep.
Let's see here.
So when you ask me after I roll, kind
Alright, that hits.
of, okay, I'm gonna use smite to double the damage.
Because he didn't want to hear your Lord and Savior.
So it's 2 damage.
Armor blocks it all.
Oh, waste.
Feels bad.
Ouch. Ouch. That was your one shot.
You want to hear about our Lord and Savior? Here's the wrath of God. Really, it's not very tough.
Alright, alright.
He's not feeling very ragey today.
Let's see.
He needs a little more in him.
Do on it. Roll resolve.
Imagine we're just still
3?
having tea in your hut.
And roll resolve for you as well.
3.
3.
What'd you roll?
Actually, I was just throwing a dice off between you two guys.
20.
Oh!
12.
All right. So, you hear the sounds of a scuffle nearby. And at one point, you hear the sound of your friend, the dwarf, say something along the lines of, "Now you'll die! Dang it!" That's probably what you just heard at this moment.
He'll lightning crack. And
What would you like to do, if
Well, that
anything?
didn't work.
Well,
Relatively nearby.
to move until he's within 12 squares, and then just randomly see a plasma core shot come over his shoulder and hit the
All
one
right.
in the head.
All right. It's quite a ways away.
Right, then I'll
You
go
are
move
going to be
towards it.
using a couple turns to move.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
pulling the canoe with.
Obviously. Why wouldn't
Can't
you?
leave it behind.
For someone to steal.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a land canoe. The
it's
most
too fast.
effective traveling device
Well,
ever
ever outlet
created.
me. Because they got the canoe.
All right. Whose turn is it between us? I believe
I believe
It was
he
you
did
He
just
just
it.
tried to smite you and it didn't
and
work.
failed the smite. It is now his turn. He has now managed to permanently give himself an opening.
oh, well then.
Like the most uninteresting battle of the whole clang.
Clang, clang, clang. Broken shield, broken armor, broken weapon. Nice job, Orc. Nice job.
So I can roll with the dice 20, and then. Is there anything to.
Well,
You up your
Dice
so we go from
Dice.
dice.
Yeah, you increase your dice by
Okay.
damage by one
Not
die.
playing. So Mason.
All right,
5.
hit.
What was his Mason? I think he's about to hit him with like pepper spray.
So dice 8. Yep. 2.
Just gonna slowly torture him to death. That's what we're doing.
All right.
Him to death.
Luckily, broke his armor again. So this is what I'm.
Now his shield's broken, his armor's broken.
This is what I'm seeing happening here. He swings at the dwarf with all his might and fury, and the dwarf just kind of ducks a little, hits the rock, shattering his weapon. Swings his shield at him. The dwarf ducks a little, hits the rock, shatters his shield. Now at this point, the orc
he
has
chest bump the
decided
rock?
he's had enough. He was sleeping, all was well in the world. They were about to kill some furbolgs. Then mammoths appear, trampling his buddies, and he's running around and finds a dwarf just sitting there, breaks everything he owns, and has decided to call it a day.
Can I cast use an anointing order to cast Righteous Challenge?
Apparently, the dwarf has a bloodlust.
He doesn't want to kill him. He
You
wants
didn't
him
listen
to
to your
kill
Lord
him.
and Savior.
All right, the orc begins to run,
It's like a Jehovah's Witness door. Just won't leave you alone.
and you cast Righteous Challenge. The orcs. All right, what do you say? Like what is your phrase that you
What is
say
your
for the
challenge?
Righteous Challenge?
Come, heathen!
Face the wrath of God.
All right, he turns, snarls, and charges back at you.
You should just hold up the scriptures. It says you're a heretic. Deus vult.
Your turn. Keep in mind, he does have a permanent opening.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he's not going to move.
The orc will get one more turn, and then you will appear right here.
Yeah, base time.
I want kill steal.
11.
11 to hit, that will hit.
Mean bit.
3 damage.
3 damage. He no longer has armor or shield.
This must be how the rolls are gonna go tonight.
It is now his turn. He does still have a weapon, so he will attack with his blade.
Oh no.
6 to hit. This may work.
7.
Clang, clang, clang.
All right, top of the round, we'll go with you, followed by you.
Okay. Mason again. 19.
19, that's going to hit.
Almost a crit.
Dice 8. 1.
I mean, you are torturing him.
I will keep kill you the slowest possible way possible.
God demands it.
Alright, if I move 1 square to the left, do I have a clean shot at him?
Unfortunately, no. You're gonna need to get really far.
Nobody expects
To the
hold a
side.
shape position.
Alright, then I sprint for 4 more. Or no, 6 more. Yeah, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6.
You probably got a shot there.
Alright, since it's a free action, I'll shoot him with the plasma cannon.
All right.
I'll shoot here with the plasma cannon. We roll a d4 scatter.
All right.
So it's my d4 versus yours, right?
All right. 4.
4.
Oh, so it doesn't scatter at all.
Nice, it hits him then. Does a d8 damage to all 4 squares.
All right.
7.
7. Goodness.
Please
Golly
go.
gracious.
Oh dang, I thought that was the skill steal. It runs in plasma cannon.
Can we get a chaos from the chat, please?
Exactly.
No. Not yet.
His turn.
I believe we're
His
still
turn.
drinking tea.
Oh, yes. We got a bit of orange rind. It's going to be a nice black chai.
Yes, it should be quite.
He takes his blade in 2 hands, snarling at you, lifts it high, swings it down as hard as he possibly can. You duck. It hits the rock, breaks in half. He no longer has a weapon. You're up.
This is the most useful rock. This is obviously a rock of ages. A rock of luck.
Upon this rock, I will build my church.
Not bad.
Well done.
14 to hit.
This rock is truly the destroyer of evil.
That hits damage.
2 damage.
Wait, could you carve your scriptures in
Alright.
that rock now? Your commandments?
The orc is looking over his shoulder, wishing he can flee to stop this slow, painful death. But he cannot, and so it will be Spencer.
5.
5.
Whoops, knocked a tree over 2. Over 5.
The orc
Half giant.
Wait.
The orc thought that today was going to be his day. Narrator. It was not.
Breaks everything.
3 damage.
3 damage.
Come on.
How do you want to do
Yes! I walk in, I go, oh, yeah. There's no patience in that.
Boom! There's just this orc shoulders with this blue, glowing goo that was once a head, and it falls to the ground.
Still have a moment for Lord.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, can I repair my buckler from the last fight since I was like hiding under my canoe? I never got a chance to repair it.
Oh!
It broke last fight.
Sure. If you want to attempt to fix it,
3.
4. So it's
Damn
just
it.
broken until you
Oh, I just chuck it.
get some material.
Garbage.
Can I just climb on top of the rock and preach for a while?
I think there's still orcs on the ball. Is there?
That's the point.
You shall listen to his sermon.
Alright, if you want a buckler, there's one on the ground. It's broken though.
I said, do you hear
You
some
could salvage
scriptures?
that for.
I do swear, it sounds like there's some scriptures in the distance.
Alright.
I don't know. My hut brewing tea.
Yes.
It's been 10 minutes now, so your
Ah,
hut
crap.
disappears.
In the middle, he's drinking tea and all of a sudden just goes like,
I spent 10 minutes fixing this. Quite nice. Oh shit! Where did my hut go?
before he even makes his first step, he's just like,
I imagine the liquid doesn't even evaporate, it just pours on him.
Well, the liquid's not part of the hut. I mean, this is stuff I took out of my pack.
oh,
So that's what I said. Like, if
I mean, I
I
had nice, wonderful walls and a cozy fire, and suddenly, poof, it's gone.
Yeah, you're probably like sitting in your recliner, your feet are up on the like, footstool, and suddenly, poof, you just fall to the ground. Oh, my back, every time. You pick yourself up, and realize that you are all alone with mammoths trumpeting in the distance, none
I was
visible.
near him.
You were continuing running. That's what
Yeah,
you were
you-
doing.
Yes, hide in the bush.
All right,
What is that? A
cunning roll for you. You'll be all right for now.
roll? Okay.
You're hiding in this
Hey,
bush.
my cunning's great. No, it is not.
What'd you get?
1.
Oh,
bones
smart
tonight.
as a box of rocks.
Alright, time to chug.
Let's
You'll
see.
take care of me tonight, right?
So you just continue running, but you want to throw the orcs off. So you pick a random direction. You don't even know which direction you're running in.
Runs in circle for like 2 seconds.
This one back towards the party.
You close your eyes, spin, and then whichever direction you're facing when they open, you go that way. So we actually don't even know where you are.
Like
Not only are you lost, but we lost you.
The DM lost you. He's saying something.
Who else do we got here? Oh, roll your cunning. Do on.
Open the open drop.
Rocks.
Rocks.
2.
2.
Wait, oh, you're of the Northern Rocks?
Yes. That's why when he was on the southern
Oh.
coast, the rock north of him would technically mean he's of the northern rocks.
Okay, that makes sense.
Even though he's in the south.
Of the northern rocks. The rocks in the north.
They are in the north.
Yeah, I'll
It
get
is
that
no.
now.
It is
Maybe
no.
I should have you help me with my business. You seem to got your stuff all figured out.
All right, now we have a decision to make. We've got a dwarf and a furbolg and a freshly slain orc. What would the two of you like to do, since you seem to be all alone?
He's preaching and I'm just listening.
That is true.
I'm just a follower.
Can I call something into the rock too?
Sure. What are you gonna carve into the rock?
Here, in the year of the great victory, Saint Clustus the Palmer founded the Church of Clustus.
You just see him getting out the chisel and the hammer. Dwarven ruins.
You know, I happen to know a good furbolg that's good at building stuff and making businesses. He might be able to help you build your church. So
Okay.
you should hit him up. His name's Pitt.
All right. While you're, carving your stone, Duant does eventually find you. He hears this hammering, like ting 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 ting, wondering what it is. He begins wandering that direction. Sure enough.
What in the bloody hell is going on here?
So he fought an orc, and God was saving him. Because I saw it from the distance, and I'd see orc come up with a weapon, smash. And I come by, and all of his armor's broken and stuff. It was a miracle.
I see. Well,
I'm founding my church.
you're founding a church.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we should probably find our compatriots at some point.
Well, do you think before or after we build the church?
Yeah, the church is being built now.
Stay on! Obadiah!
Do I share any of that? Or am I way too far away?
Polo.
You can roll resolve. Roll resolve.
Well, I thought you said we do it after.
That was good.
Why is he trying to find out?
What?
He's wasting all of his energy instead
Did
of
you
building the
spin around
church
This
too.
bush is nice. I think I'm gonna stay here for a while.
You know what? I think I should build my congregation.
The
and
tea
come back.
Yeah.
was cozy, and you begin relaxing.
Yeah.
Suddenly drifting off to sleep. You did have a
You had a tough day.
day. You snuck through the orc camp, blew up a mountain, avoided a.
I deserve a nap.
Right in the middle of a combat zone.
Does Dayon hear me? Lost in the woods.
I have confidence in my ability to remain.
Well,
I'm just yelling, Marco.
what would you guys like to do?
I'm not a follower. Or I'm not a leader, I mean.
Let's see if we can pick up the trail somewhere.
Yeah, as the founder
Where
of
we
this
left-
congregation, I agree.
Where we left them.
I start picking up some dirt and looking at it. I think I found the trail.
Alright, who wants to make the cunning roll to
Oh, I think we're all the same.
Wow.
I rolled a 2.
4!
4?
I gotta change this. This is a dice.
I was saying, well, you guys look.
The people at the Wolf Cunning's trying to put together the party again.
Dice off.
Oh boy. 2!
So you guys are all kind of huddling together, looking at the dirt that Piff is dropping. And you're arguing over whether or not this is the trail.
This is the trail. I'm telling you.
Can I give it a try?
Unfortunately,
You
You
believe
think-
him when it is the trail.
yeah, you're not sure which dirt is the trail because it all looks like dirt to you.
I got 2 of them in my hands.
Yeah, you got. It's like this dirt came from over there. This dirt came from somewhere
This
else.
dirt's a little more green in it. A little.
Which one? He starts juggling the dirt.
Well, what time of the day is it? Because if I'll remember right, it's almost not.
What is the
Because
time?
it was midday.
He went sneaking first thing in the morning.
Yeah, and then it was midday before it made it back, I thought.
So it's
I
probably.
did some crafting as well, and then I.
Yeah, that's right. You hid all day long.
Yeah, he did
Oh,
it right
this
before
is
dawn.
And then you blew it up right as the sun was setting. So it is nighttime.
Well, that must have been real.
Or it's about to be nighttime. Soon, if you don't find your party members now,
Hey, I say we should
there's
make
going
camp.
to be a
Yeah, I
situation.
think we pick up their trail, and I pick up more dirt in the morning.
Hey, just because this is where I found my torch, can I use a holy water to hollow the ground?
You can use the holy water to hollow the ground.
What does ground do?
At least the hellworms probably won't be able to.
No, they won't.
The hellworms will be.
Yeah, undead cannot be raised, and evil creatures add an opening after each action.
Ooh, I'll stand right on a solid ground.
It's a 40 square area, so
Can I be like a founding member of your church? Like, not the founding member, but like the second in command?
yes, you
Or
may.
Businessman, church builder.
That makes you a cardinal?
Yeah.
So I'm
like a
so classic.
I'm Bishop Piff.
I have no idea how the Catholic Church works.
Wait a minute. Are cardinals higher than bishops, or bishops higher than cardinals?
I think cardinals are higher, but
I don't know,
Bishop
I'm
Piff
just-
sounds better than cardinal. Oh, maybe cardinal Piff.
That sounds better.
I'm cardinal Piff.
You all need a pastor.
Don't cardinals wear red?
Uh-oh. Not this cardinal, though. I don't know
They
that.
were dark blue now.
Not his church.
is all about the dark blues.
There's no red allowed.
No reds.
All right, I'll allow you one chance to try. Or what would you like to do? I mean, you're running and the sun's setting. As far as you're aware, the mammoths have gone to wherever mammoths go. You have heard several orcs nearby. You've hidden, but they've gone off.
I try and locate my way back. I guess. I mean, I just kind of
So you're gonna go back or forward?
go back the way I came.
Back the way you came, or
Or
continue onward in the direction you're going? Which you don't know the direction, actually.
I feel pretty confident I maybe should walk back the direction I came.
Walk back the direction you came.
Can you remember you closed your eyes and ran in
Well,
a
yeah.
circle?
See, but I figured,
He'll get back to where he
Where
closed
you're
his
at in the
eyes and
circle?
ran in the circle. The question is that the right direction or the wrong direction? Which is this dice will help determine that. Whichever way it points, it's going to be the direction he's currently going, and you're
Maybe I
going to
should
go
start calling
back
out.
the way you came. Correct?
Just start shouting out.
Now keep in mind, you do remember there's lots of orcs around.
Probably a bad idea. I'm by myself. I'm a little more squishy than others.
That's true. It's true.
And my guns make really loud
They
noises.
make loud noises. So.
If I was to make some noise, maybe some search party members would come out and look for me in the dark. Maybe.
I have a church to build.
Can I use this opportunity to craft?
Well, guess I'm gonna count that out then.
If you could
True.
give me one of those holy symbol things to prove that I'm a member of the church, it doesn't gotta work, because I don't know how to use it. But if you can just make
I
it
just
look
go to
really-
the nearest tree and put 2 sticks together into a cross.
I'll put it around my neck. I'm now Cardinal Pitt of Church Clistus.
businessman.
Businessman.
So, are you going
Extraordinary.
back the way you came, or are you going to keep going in the way you are currently going? What's your plan?
You know, I'm a very confident man as I am. I think I'll continue in the direction I was going because I just feel really confident about which way I'm
All right,
which
all
way
right.
to step out in my life.
Good call, except that was the wrong one. You do not find your way back. Well, well, and you're sleeping, so you're pretty much out
Yeah,
for the
I'm
night.
I should
So hopefully, nothing
I will
happens
not
to
be
you in the
fatigued.
middle of the night.
Oh god, I feel like
If I need to make a cunning roll on how well I hid in the bushes, I will do that.
Yeah, let's do that versus some orcs.
Oh shit. Whoops.
I feel like I'm gonna be in a battle tonight. I'm probably gonna die.
Holy shit.
Just open up and get your wave out and go.
8. As far as you're aware, no orcs were able to find you. Maybe they did find you, but you were so well hidden in the bush.
Maybe he was.
You're an
asleep,
excellent
I thought you
you're
were
an
dead.
excellent disguise maker.
I'm really good at
Oh,
hiding.
does he just look like a dead orc?
He probably still looks like a dead orc. Some orcs stumbled over you.
no.
They look down. Hey, it's one of the guys got killed by the mammoth. Loser. And they walk off.
He also got like that one intimidating symbol on him too. So
Yeah, you probably have that
Oh, I did steal
symbol.
that. I did steal that.
the one goblin
Or
that's like,
chief symbol.
sorry for sleeping in your way.
Yeah, you scared of that one that goblin. All right, so you guys have made camp. You can make crafting rolls for tonight if you'd like.
Risking 6 metal. 4.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
hunt.
reroll.
Metal.
10.
4.
Oh, that's 6 of them.
I try to craft a relic.
A relic.
Since we're on holy ground, it helps me.
Nice. Oh,
I'll cheer your mind.
Alright, let's see it.
19.
Oh. Can I add my I can't even get it done.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to stay here and go to the church.
Yep.
I didn't even get a crafting roll because I'm sleeping.
I would, like
You're just too tired.
I would like to hunt, so I don't have to use rations.
All right.
And then I gotta use the rations. And I gotta roll a dice.
In the woods, I'm rolling a dice 6.
Oh, yeah,
What
hold
am I
on.
rolling?
You're going to be rolling. Let's see, crafting.
Yeah.
1.
Nothing, unfortunately. Between the orcs shooting everything that moves
And the
and the
mammoths.
mammoths scaring off everything,
Oh,
there's just nothing around.
Remember to roll your vitality and add that back to your HP.
Only if you eat food.
I'll eat food.
So if you want to eat food,
Yeah.
subtract
Eat food.
1 day's worth of rations, roll your vitality, and add the hit points back.
Well,
You are the only one that we have to decide what you want to do. It's getting dark. You're completely lost in the woods.
I begin to look for a place to camp. As I realize I'm probably not going to find anybody, I
All right.
figure it's best to go to sleep.
True.
Unfortunately, I'm by myself too.
Yes, you are by yourself. So you're gonna have to make a cunning roll to see if anyone finds you in the night
Oh, God.
while you're asleep.
I haven't made a successful cunning or success roll.
See what happens.
Nope. I only rolled once. 4.
All right, so you go to sleep. At some point in the night, you wake up with this gruff hand covering your face, and the last thing you see is an orc fist coming at your head.
he's not born.
Oh god.
Dead.
So I got knocked out.
Someone got captured.
That's
Well-
embarrassing for getting captured by an orc.
Hopefully, he was just captured. There's a lot of other things they could do to him.
I would.
That's embarrassing. Dying to an orc.
I meant like eat him, but we can go there.
Oh, no, we shouldn't.
I thought you just meant you're dead.
No.
I thought he meant tie him up and whip him. That kind of goes along the same lines, though.
That was his last character.
He's into that.
He would have been very into it.
All right. Next morning,
So
Obadiah wakes up, feeling
Hey!
refreshed.
Oh, this nap in the wilderness under the stars was so refreshing. I don't know where my party's at.
Can I just start preaching again from my rock?
Yes.
Yes. Does he heal me?
I
get really into it, by the way.
I feel like I should probably try and find the rest of the party. So
roll your resolve.
search for them. 5.
5.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Dice off.
Oh. 14.
All right. You begin wandering through the forest. You see a lot of signs of orc activity, goblin activity, obviously, because
There's a lot of them around here.
an entire army of them just came running through the woods in the middle of the night. While you're walking, though, you begin to hear the gruff sound of a voice you recognize. A dwarven cleric.
I wander that way.
A dwarven paladin. And sure enough,
Hey guys, I see that you're all fairly well. Oh, where's the gunslinger?
and we're all here.
It's not important.
Welcome to
Find him.
Calestis Church. I am Cardinal Pip.
Ignore
This
them.
seems silly.
Ignore them. It's just a plaything.
Was our plaything? Was our mission?
Can I just
to
my head?
seal up this death wormhole and save humanity from certain doom?
Hey, can I
Yeah, we already sealed the hole, and now we're saving humanity with the church.
What's our next move?
Get back to Leon.
You know what though? I was in a contract with said dwarf Gold Blast, and I feel really bad for detonating his bomb ahead of schedule. So we should go dragon hunting.
Did you even mention to me that the orcs are gonna murder all my family?
Look, we should,
No, not yet.
Just checking.
we should find the gunslinger. However, I believe that would be in our best interest.
Yes, the gunslinger. We should probably recover him. He seems to be fairly good at killing things.
Do you wish to lead the charge?
Yeah, I'll track him down. Sure, that sounds like a spectacular idea.
And meanwhile, after your friends
So,
torch, I'm the.
By the way, does anyone here know where we might find a dragon? I'm assuming in the mountains somewhere.
Yeah, probably, but
I'm not all particular on the dragon location stuff.
Oh, but do you know of any mountains that may contain dragons?
I'll point at the only mountain I know, the one he blew up.
That's the only mountain you know.
Yeah, it's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what? After he interrupts me so many times, I force him to drink a vial of holy water.
Can it be a holy water that I bless?
Crap, right?
Yep.
I think it's just.
Do you actually have holy water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you don't
Does
want to
he
waste
get
any,
any
I'll
type
bless.
of bonus for it?
I have no clue.
Doesn't holy water restore hit points?
I think that's anointing oil. Maybe it's. I don't even know.
If you don't want to waste holy
If he's
I'll
affected
bless
by a
some water
spell or
to
spell
bonus
like
them.
ability, he's fine. And yeah, nothing. He's holy ground now, possibly.
Well, I guess holy water is the cleanest thing you could drink, so I'm okay with this.
Wherever he urinates next will become holy ground.
Whoa! Nice.
Encourage everyone
Like
to do this
this.
all over the town.
Get all the germs out of that.
that's the Church of Clustus right there. That's how they spread. Piss everywhere.
This is mine. That's mine. No.
It's like a dog marking his
holy
territory.
So,
I'll hold up 2 handfuls of dirt and ask him which trails we follow.
after inspecting the Furbolg's hands of dirt, I will look at the ground quickly and the trampled goblin orc overrun mammoth print and attempt to figure out which one's the gunslinger.
See, that one's the left one, and that one's the right one. I point to 2 different patches.
Locate person.
Probably not.
Unfortunately, I
I
have
got
nothing
knocked out.
that
I
is
had a
useful.
plan.
So yeah, I'll just attempt to use my raw cunning.
Let's do this. 3. Well, there's a variety of trails to follow. Most of them are mammoths or orcs. You're not exactly sure which one to follow, but you begin following
A trail.
the trail. Luckily, you have the advantage of... Well, I guess you don't have the advantage. You did know that the last time you saw him, Dayon was sprinting up the game trail. So you figure that might be the best place to start looking.
Follow that one.
You do eventually find his trail on the game trail, and you get a little confused because at one point in the trail, you see it does a circle. You're not sure what happened. Maybe he was attacked. Maybe he got drunk. But he does a little circle and just shoots off into the woods in a random
Getting
direction.
drunk without us.
Let's follow the random direction.
You eventually tell your companions to be quiet because you think you hear something just through the trees ahead. And sure enough, you hear the voice of an orc as well as the voice of a goblin. The goblin says, "Can I eat him?" And the orc replies, "We ain't got time for no cooking." "Well, I ain't want to cook him, just eat him." "We ain't got no time for no waiting around either. Tell you what I'll do." Alright, what would you like to do at this point?
Oh. Quickly, let's get over there and ambush them.
Pull out my
I
katanas.
will move as fast and quiet as possible to get within sight range.
I will move as fast and quiet as possible to get within blade range.
Alright.
I'll do the same thing, but not quietly.
Let's see
You
here.
didn't say anything about being quiet, Locke. You just said get in there.
I just walk into the campsite and be like, "Excuse me, but can I speak to you a moment about my Lord and Savior?"
About my Lord and Savior, me.
Alright.
The Church of Clestus' god is Clestus himself.
Oh,
No one has to
I
know
recently
that.
read a book about that. Not Clestus, but like a similar character. Yes.
Alright, so Clestus walks into the opening.
As usual.
Piff is right behind him. The two of you actually are able to sneak in without them aware of the situation.
Well, they'll be aware as soon as combat starts.
Alright.
Wait,
So
should we make you a Popemobile with the canoe? You can stand in for each and I just pull the canoe.
what do we need?
You also need
here?
to make me a robe at the next time.
Yeah,
Alright.
made a full blue.
You see the large, actually one of the goblin chiefs standing over your friend, beaten, bloodied, tied up, and the chief reaches down, grabs one of Dayon's arms. Dayon's pistols are in the chief's belt, and
Well then.
he grabs. And he looks at the guy and he's like, "Give me your blade, I'll cut this part of him off. You can eat that while we find the king." That's when the goblin reaches out, about to hand him the blade. That's when Clestus steps out.
You can't talk to you about my Lord.
Cutting roll.
Let's do this. Cutting.
Alright, can you get like a reroll on this since I'm backing him up? I've got my process.
The
Power of Clessus compels you! The power of Clessus compels you!
Alright, roll your cutting to see if you can convert them.
Can it be something else?
Unfortunately, no, and they get a dice 100 because
3.
and they got a 32.
Close.
Fortunately,
Pretty close.
it was close.
I
You
almost had
almost had them. All right,
I was gonna anoint them
ones.
and everything. I was gonna make them priests in my church, but
we are going to have resolve to see who goes first. However, Duant and Obadiah, since you both stealthed in, I will allow you two to automatically go first. Who would like to go first, Obadiah or Duant, or does it not make a difference?
My two focus spells are going to be Eldritch Orbs and Empower Magic.
All right.
And I will generate a... I'll cast a level 0 spell. I'm gonna cast... Why? Why is this so bad?
Custis.
I'll cast
Hit.
Magic Strike on the orc
Resolve.
that's trying to slice him.
I got one.
Am I unconscious on all this?
So
You're tied up. You're not unconscious.
Oh, so I'm fine.
the Eldritch Orbs that I have up are an automatic magic missile, and
My God,
the
we'll see.
Magic Strike is a single magic missile as
Oh,
well. So
thanks.
I do
Like
2d8
walking
damage
up,
automatically
like-
to the orc that's trying to slice him.
Helping you. I just stand there with my
Neither one's
cross.
trying to slice him out.
You will be okay.
I'll
got
do
the goblin
Cross.
or the-
2d8
or-
damage to the orc.
Your
All right.
sins are
Because
forgiven.
York's the one that's
Justice will
gonna
forgive you.
attempt to slice him.
He was going to
Yeah,
up until
I'll nail him.
he was interrupted.
3 and 7, and he gets armor on both of those.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
So you just throw 2 balls of burning energy. The first one hits him in the shoulder and he goes, "Roar!" The second one hits him right in the face, burning his flesh and singeing his hair, and he starts puking blood. It's not the most amazing sight.
Feel the wrath of Custis.
Technically, that would be the wrath of Obadiah.
He doesn't see you yet, though. He just thinks they're
No,
coming from
there's
the
just
sky.
magical orbs of doom flying around.
That's
All
what
right.
I
All
do.
he knows is he didn't believe Questus and the magic orb started hitting him.
Duant, you're up.
I seem to recall the last thing we did when we saved him was untie him.
You know? Yes, if you get all
Right
the
behind him.
words
2 katanas.
All right.
Free attack.
Let's see. He does get the chance to
Yep.
spin. Turn to you.
14 to hit.
Oh goodness, that is going to hit him.
This is gonna be crazy.
Oh no.
You should have had an opening first, so up your damage.
Oh well.
Too
It's
bad.
okay, you get the extra attack.
3 damage.
3 damage.
And I'm gonna headbutt him. Because I have 2 handed weapon skill. It doesn't say what order I have to use it. But I still get a dice 16 because the katana's not my weapon skill.
Yep, true. True.
Day 16 headbutt.
11
Hits.
for headbutt. And an opening.
Alright.
Use the opening. With the other katana. 15 to hit.
Alright, that hits as well.
And dice 6. 4 damage.
4.
Dollars.
Alright.
So I come in, I come in, slash at him with the katana, headbutt him while he's dazed. I poke him with the other katana.
Wait, with 2 katanas, can you make 2 attacks a turn?
Yeah, because I
Chop.
leveled up.
Yeah, and that was your free 2 attacks.
Oh no, not 2 attacks. 1 attack per.
Katana's changed.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Though I didn't move after I moved my 4, so now I get to make another set of attacks.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
You're gonna make
Free
4
attacks.
attacks because you did your 2 free attacks.
I'm gonna headbutt him again. 3.
3. Oh, he can avoid this one. Come on, your life's at stake. He does. Somehow dazed. Maybe just stumbles backwards.
Alright, I'll still
Avoids
swing
the
at him.
headbutt.
6.
Hits.
2 damage.
Alright, how would you like to do this?
So I leap in, slash, headbutt, slash, and then finally I come back with a backhand, or I try to headbutt him again, and he dodges, But I come at him and I like backhand the one katana and chop his head off.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Alright, so here's how I'm envisioning it. So you jump in. The first slice hits, arm loop goes off. Headbutts into Dazen's second slice, other arm goes off. He's now kind of doing like this weird wiggle, and as you spin splash, lops off his head, leaving a mess, actually. It's just a big mess. We'll just replace him with this blood pool. Alright. That was quick and bloody.
Congratulations, Mammoth. Now untie me.
No, we're gonna kill him.
Justice.
Untie me.
Okay, I'm gonna
I untied
address
you, I didn't.
one wolf thing that is left. Like, do you see what happens when I come across those who do not follow Clastus? Will you agree to join my church?
Alright. I'll give you another cunning roll. This time, though, he's a little bit...
Intimidated.
He's a little bit intimidated. He still is an ogre, though, so... Instead of a dice 100, you just gotta beat a dice 20.
4.
8. It was close. For a moment, he hesitates, thinking about joining your church.
As his flesh is melting.
He's like, screw it.
Okay.
He turns and approaches. Yeah, slips on the blood of his friend. Alright, here we go. Huh, this should be interesting. He is so large, he is just going to try to trample you.
I'm pretty
You are large
myself.
too, so this is going to be an interesting fight. He's
Pretty
basically
stomp.
he's basically going to just run into you and then smash you with his huge,
sumo
massive
wrestling?
club. In essence, it's a sumo wrestle.
Do I have a spell that draws a circle for like a ring out?
Are they gonna also start getting like in that world?
So-
Or the circle. Just shoot
I wanna
bugs
be
until it
in-
blasts
Then
the
we
circle.
have the spell of sumo.
Here's your options. You can sumo wrestle him back, giving you a free attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
But if you fail the sumo wrestle, you add an opening.
Okay.
All right. We'll start with your free attack of opportunity.
Okay. Headbutt. This full attack opportunity is full round attack.
Full round of attacks.
14 headbutt
All right.
for that an opening.
Oh my goodness, that hits.
Down to 1. 17.
Hits.
2 damage.
All right.
Down to 2. 16.
Hits.
And 5 damage.
Well. Well. Now we dice off your vitality roll versus his vitality roll. 5.
9.
Oh, you beat him.
You just
So-
walk into this wall of facts.
He just walked into a wall of blades. Slice, 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 slice. And he doesn't even make you budge. So he does still try to attack. It is 8 to hit with his club. And this is a smash, so you can parry it, but it's going to do half damage if you parry it.
I mean, he's got dice 16 to parry.
10.
10 to parry. So you easily knock his blade aside, but it's so huge, so heavy, it's going to half damage. Automatically hit you for 10 damage, cut in half to 5.
I think you parried that.
Yep.
Does Katana have counterattack?
No.
Because you did successfully parry.
It does.
Does have counterattack.
Does. Yes, that's what makes it better than the rapier as far as.
Do I get both of them or just one?
Yeah, you
That was
get
a rapier that got counterattack.
full
Rapier
round of
attack.
attacks.
Headbutt.
So you'd be at a dice.
11 to headbutt.
Hits.
Opening.
Opening. 13 to hit.
Hits. He hasn't missed yet.
1 damage. Oh.
Oh,
Second one. 16 to hit.
hits.
6 damage.
Whoa.
Oh, that's what makes the weapon master so disgusting.
Yeah. 16 to hit.
Slice. So he's literally walked into a wall of blades. He's been cut, what now, 4 times?
In the past, like, 2 seconds.
And got hit in the nose twice with your horns.
It's like the overly fat Samurai Jack.
Alright. And that was his turn, if I remember right.
Weapon masters are great!
So what's that leave us with, Piff?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna move over to the down gunslinger and be like, the Church of Cluster saves you. I'm gonna cut him loose.
Can you make it over there?
I'll roll 3.
1, 2, 3 plus
1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Alright, unfortunately, since you had to run to get there, you won't be able to cut him
Currently,
loose.
I'm just saying, the Church of Cluster saves you.
Damn, you all uncut me.
And I'm pulling out my axe to get ready to cut it.
Obadiah.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna generate a casting token and whip 1 orb at him.
2.
Just this ball of glowing energy just kind of bounces off his shoulder.
Oh, just
Flesh kind of sizzles a little, but he
you
doesn't
wait till I get another
seem to
turn.
notice. Duant, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna jump backwards and use my free attack at that time I'm jumping because it doesn't specify when I have to use the attack.
It doesn't?
I'm pretty sure I could use it mid-air.
Just jump over him. And then get full set of attacks.
I could
can
do
jump.
that. Okay.
He gets a free attack if you leave the square, though.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it
The
does
jump
not provoke
does
attacks
not
of
provoke
opportunity.
attacks of opportunity.
What kind of... Who made this broken rule?
I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure
That is hilarious. So you want to jump over him?
But not directly behind him. 2 squares.
Like there?
Yeah, right there.
Alright.
And as I'm above him, I'm gonna like backflip, hit him with my horns to try to get an opening.
PC may leap over enemies without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Leap over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which I
jumped
did.
over him.
Yeah. But when does it say I get the attack?
But...
And PC may get a free attack action at the end of any hop.
Ah.
But you could just hop like right behind him and then do 4 attacks.
However, what it means is that if you are back here and you need to leap over someone, it's kind of like you're jumping over them so they can't attack of opportunity. But if you're here, you're still leaving the square, so he can attack of opportunity.
But
Okay, never mind.
It's not leaving base contact at all.
You'll have to clarify that better.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because as it states now, he could technically jump over an enemy no matter where he is without invoking attacks of.
Yeah, because the way it says
That is
jump
how it's
over an
stated.
enemy.
That probably does.
Instead of that, then I'm just gonna headbutt him.
Although we could probably just leave it as it is because it's kind of cool.
Like backflip over him.
Backflip, headbutt, slice.
Does that give you 4 sets of attacks every?
Yeah, that wouldn't work though because
You could like
It's
leave
the
over
end
enemy every
of
turn.
landing, so he'd have to land directly behind him.
Yeah.
Or he could just jump away for free without...
Yeah, but if he lands behind him, he gets 4 attacks.
Yeah.
So he gets a free attack action.
yeah,
because
he
if
would
you
jump
don't
in every single time.
You
though.
would.
Yeah.
You should make it
So-
extremely difficult though.
There'd be no reason not to jump. You jump every
You would kill
time.
everything.
So
Perfect.
you can do it. It will increase your attacks, but because you're leaving the square, he gets the free attack of opportunity when you leave the square. So it's your call.
Okay, as long as I'm 2 squares away. Actually, put me behind plus this. After I'm done leaping.
But you won't get to attack.
I know.
He gets the free attack.
Yep. I'm just
And
gonna
then-
use the free attack and then put me behind, like,
Oh.
right there. Yeah.
So you're just jumping out of the way.
Yep. There's a reason for my madness.
All
You're gonna
right.
jump back in.
I might turn invisible.
All
Anyway.
right. So he gets his free attack.
Yep.
Here it comes. You should 6 to hit. If you parry it, still does half damage.
2.
Uh-oh.
2, it actually hits.
Uh-oh. You could be dead.
Not dead.
He only does 16 damage.
16 damage.
You might be dead.
So I'm at 7. So that means I'm at 1. And I'm 1 injury.
Yeah, you got the furball HP now.
Yeah, he's got
If you had your original HP, you would have died.
I'm taking 2 injuries. Yeah.
And then you probably would have taken another injury earlier.
You got 1 injury.
Whew, that
Whoa.
that was a baseball strike to the face as you jumped over him. Holy smokes!
Ah, he must have like hit you really hard.
Let's. You go for the headbutt and he just bats it away. Let's see what happens here.
Please not a mortal injury.
Mortal
on your own
injury. Chest injury plus roll again.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Chest injury plus bleed.
I'm incapacitated.
I can kind of see he's
You
like,
thought you were gonna do some badass thing. He toss you in the middle of the air. And
What
your
did you say your power
lifeless
works would be?
body starts flying through the air.
Well, shit, that didn't work. I might need to know. Annoying
hey guys,
Yeah.
watch this. Falls on both of his own swords at the end of the
That was not lucky.
Well, that didn't work.
In your defense, though, like you were probably gonna parry that, so
Yeah.
the chance of not parrying it was low.
You fell on your own swords.
Well, so I'm incapacitated.
He basically almost killed himself in his turn, and you basically almost killed yourself in your turn. So it's all good. Clustis.
I go towards him.
Alright.
This better. Two squirrels.
Got him.
Great.
Face contact. What would you like to do?
How tall is he?
He's pretty tall, about 8.5 feet.
So, like,
So I
him,
can
he's a
mace
midget.
him in the crotch. just like
You've got a
second.
perfect shot.
Perfect
shot
height for
with a
crotch
mace.
shot.
I crotch shot him.
Already got one.
Oh.
Opening.
Uh-oh.
Steady hits himself in the
Yeah, you're gonna swing.
He takes advantage of that. He goes to a D18.
Oh no, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh god, you could wipe clothes out.
There's a reason why I call him Saint Clustis into that.
God, if you did an 18 damage to Clustis.
Here we go,
That's 3
Clustis.
injuries.
He growls at you and swings his own club.
Opening?
Good thing.
If he rolls a 20, you're dead.
Oh god, double damage.
10 to hit.
That hits.
You should block it with your face.
That might happen.
I can't.
Now,
Here
in
comes
combat,
the
that's
dice.
what it takes 2
What, a
armor
dice?
rolls and it's the lowest.
Dice 6 on the shield. What kind of shield do you have?
Oh wait.
This
I
is.
have a light shield.
So dice 6 on the shield, dice 6 on your armor.
You roll twice on both. The lowest.
Alright, so he does 6 damage.
What's he using, the claw?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
So
that's
roll,
roll.
times 2 shield, take the lowest.
Okay.
So that's dice 8.
1.
Wait, it's the wrong dice.
That's right. Crap.
Dice
That's
6.
right.
Yeah, dice 6.
Oh,
6 for
Here you go.
shield.
6.
And
2.
so that's
Three.
3. And, then
And
for your
dice 2
armor-
on the armor and take the lowest.
Okay, but all my with dice. No. Yeah, wait. Dice 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Almost Righteousness.
Well, dice 20 then, or what?
No, it just doubles the defense.
Doubles the defense roll.
Yeah. 4. 6.
Oh,
Even though I
So-
didn't need that.
So 11 total blocked.
Yep. So, he just comes down on you with all his might, hits you, impacts your shield, crashes into your armor, and you kind of shrug it off as if it was nothing.
Are you sure you don't want to join my church?
Piff!
I told you, power of Clustis. And I'll point at him as I'm like cutting him loose. And then, wait, actually, does the arc weapon Nova Burst? It hits all enemies. Can I hit just the rope of my ally?
No.
Yeah.
Just cut me, not burn me.
Then
please.
I'll use the plasma core to do dice 8 to him.
Alright.
I might actually.
7 damage.
Wow. Dayon.
Oh, do I have any weapons on me? Or
No,
Do I have
no
my pack with me?
It's nearby.
Oh.
It basically.
You want to get out
He
of
said
here.
his pistols are on his belt, right?
Yeah, you're
Can I like magically grab my pistols off it? One of his pistols off his belt?
No, but you run over and try and grab one.
Oh, I feel like this could go very bad.
Good.
But my guy is so enraged he's gonna go for it.
All right.
He's just upset.
Can you reach him? 1, 2, 3. You gotta get 3 squares of move.
4.
Alright, you got him. You're coming in from
Pistol.
behind.
Grab
That-
a pistol.
Gives you. Should he do it? No. Alright, so you get dice 20 to try and grab one. Versus his amazing dice 8.
You make 20 to grab it?
14.
We're behind.
Alright.
Oh.
You pull it out of his belt. What do you want to do with it?
Point it right in the back and shoot him.
Boom! Make the attack roll.
So I gotta make. Oh.
Unfortunately, I think
2.
this thing's gonna die from this.
2 to hit?
I dodge
Yeah,
it.
that's unfortunate. Oh, miss that point blank. I feel like it's gonna.
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. You point it right at him. He leaps to the side and you pull the trigger.
Do I have to roll damage?
I'm guessing he was aiming above my head.
Shoot
though.
way up, probably.
Yeah.
You can make a dodge roll if you want versus his next attack roll.
Oh, next attack roll.
You have a
This
wonderful
could have gone
dodge
really
also.
great.
We didn't say this might go horribly wrong. It's just not going horribly wrong for you.
Yeah.
Roll for dodge.
That's athletics, so dice 1.
Yeah, roll.
And you get, make an attack roll.
Oh god. What does that say?
Oh
Make
my
it.
goodness.
10.
10. Oh my god.
And it's
Oh my
2.
goodness.
a D8 damage.
Awesome.
Oh,
my
armor, no
goodness.
nothing. You can't block it.
One him at the stake.
Does it, guns automatically pierce break armor?
No, they automatically
No,
just
they
go
just
through
pierce
it.
it? Okay.
Sorry, 8.
Oh my god,
I got your 10 hit
You
points.
just got shot right in the face.
I got you now! Oh shit.
Yeah, you pull it out of you pull it out of the ogre's mouth.
We come
The
all the way
ogre
here
feels
to save
it.
him, and then he shoots one of us right away.
You aim right for his back, and the ogre sidesteps to look at what just grabbed him. And as he sidesteps, boom! The gun goes off. Bullet just grazes the hair on his chest, just whips from the wind of the bullet, smacking you in the face. That was amazing. Do you take damage?
I took damage, but I'm at 10 hit points.
All your temp hit points gone.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, you know, he's got to feel more obligated. He just got shot and
Nice.
survived.
Basically, what happened is the bullet hit you right in the head, but you're a dwarf, and so your bones are so thick that it kind of ricocheted like from a helmet, like a glancing blow from if you'd been shot in the Kevlar. That's what happened. Your head is a Kevlar.
I'm
Trying to
totally,
hit massive
I'm
fail.
totally preaching this story at the next town.
You guys
But
are better at
die.
hitting smaller targets?
I cast my spell. There is now an infinite number of orbs circling me. 5 dice 8 damage to
Yeah,
this
he's
ogre.
All right.
So, first one is 6. 1, 2. So you're counting. 6 more. 1 and last one 2.
Yeah, the thing's
18.
Oh god, that's
damage.
terrible. That was
You did-
horrible.
18
damage.
And that was horrible, I guess.
Then that was terrible.
What
That was like
spell
a
did you
lower
cast?
damage. Magic missile.
Magic missile, you rolled 4.
Then I rolled 4 for my magic missiles, and I have my orbs of doom up, so I get to roll 5.
The magic missile's pretty strong.
Oh, like I said, this is the only combination I'm ever using ever again.
Wait,
He gets armor versus each one, but he doesn't have
Ah.
armor, so
so he just gets torn to
he
pieces.
just gets
18
wrecked.
damage.
He's got to be dead.
Well. At least we know the magic missile spell in this game is amazing.
It's a little broken.
So, how would you like to do this?
Concentration-
Oh yes.
Describe
I would
what
like to
happens
just
to him.
Pepper his back full of little burning orbs of doom, and like melt all the flesh off till you can see his spinal column.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh.
The show's now rated PG-13.
All right. Well,
Show's rated strong stomach.
Just pretty much made us a last alcoholic.
I mean, at least I got to shoot something.
Is there anything we need to
I need
repair?
to drink some health potion.
Yeah.
Someone needs to check out one of my
I'll
chest
do your
injuries.
crafting check on healing you up.
I'm gonna switch over to health potion in here. Mana potion. I need that.
3.
The question is, you had a bleed token on you,
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
and the
There's
bleed token
2
was never
rounds.
healed.
Oh.
2 rounds, he takes 1 more injury, I think.
Oh.
No, for bleed, I'd only take 2.
One
You'd
damage.
you would take 1 point of damage.
So I'd be fine.
Oh, I thought you were at 1 HP.
No, I just haven't moved it since.
Oh, okay. Alright, I rolled the 3 to heal him.
4 is what you needed.
I'm sorry.
You can't reroll those?
I did.
I don't have the amulet.
Yeah, who's got the amulet on? Wait, I think I gave it to somebody and then I put it back on my own neck.
Yeah, I think
after.
it's on you.
Alright, I set it on him, let it heal him, and then put it back on my neck.
I need one
Yeah,
more.
we did have a day of rest
I'm
because I
just
slept in the bush. So it should be charged.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll just leave it on.
So I have one chest injury
Of the
now.
northern rock.
1 chest injury. And who has the amulet on?
I do
left it
now.
on him.
You've got it on
I
now.
want that back when you hit full, though.
I like how you said you were gonna kill the thing, and then you just completely epically flipped, failed, and on your own swords.
It's not my fault that I rolled the dice 16.
You know, maybe you should slim down a little bit and
It is,
a little easier for you.
What's that?
I'll break down.
Break time? Alright, did anyone have anything that was broken during the battle?
Oh,
Nope.
Alright. And only 1 injury was caused? You're back up.
To himself, pretty much.
Broken except my trust in the gun signal.
Yeah.
Was there ever
I'm
any
trying to
trust?
figure out the Church of Clesta saved you, and then you shot him on first opportunity.
You repent for your sins.
I need to go to confession, Father.
I bring him from my rock.
It's not Father, it's Pope.
Oh, sorry.
Do you usually deal with these low-level peons, or do you want me to do his confessional?
You know what? You can do it.
Or what you feel sorry for?
I shot the Pope.
Or anybody got the guillotine? That's
We shall build one. I have metal.
yeah. Now I'll just drop it on him. It's just like a guillotine.
Well, then I repent.
Alright, you must pray at the rock twice. 2 full prayers at the rock.
Also
what
known
is
as-
this rock you speak of?
Oh, are you an idiot?
Well, I've been kind of tied up and lost from you guys for a
Oh,
while.
yeah, I suppose the church is kind of new. It was built yesterday. I'll bring him to the rock that we carved in, and then I'll show him the rock. The holy
Alright, do
ground.
just the 2 of you go, or does the whole party
I'm
go?
guessing
The whole party will go so we don't get lost.
Alright. Sounds good.
We still haven't found Jerry.
Yes, we
Yeah,
still don't
Jerry-
know where Jerry is.
I'll
I'm
have some
assuming Jerry's
insider
dead.
knowledge. I asked God what happened, and he said he's fine and back home.
Back in his lover's arms.
He said don't look for him.
Gary.
For sure, don't look for him. He's definitely safe.
Oh, you know what? As I was up on the mountain, listening in on the orc chieftain and, oh, yes, by the way, the Lord of Shoreside was there.
What?
Yes, he was making a deal with the devil, the literal devil, the man who commanded the hellworms, that weird elf, the white elf, Raphael.
I must find him and give him the fist.
Yes, he went back to Shoreside. He had some sort of ruby that would prevent the hellworms from attacking. It would be very, very, very convenient to recover. Oh, and also, Piff.
Yeah.
The orcs are planning on attacking the Furblog Mountain and reclaiming it.
Where's that at?
It's your homeland!
Yeah. I kind of forgot once I left.
Do I know where the Furblog Mountain is at?
It's straight north. You follow the
Yes,
river.
yes, it's that way. I point straight north.
Oh.
Not up, but north.
Which orcs? The ones that we just killed, or the other ones?
There's more of them. You know, they were running around. all those ones that are
Oh,
lost
yeah.
and scattered now? Perhaps it's not that urgent of a call.
Oh, yeah. Did they say like tomorrow or like next week or like a year from now? They got, like,
It seemed
plans?
like the Orc King was hell-bent on as soon as possible.
Well, that's not good.
We must go defend the Holy Mountain.
Yeah, the Holy Mountain, the Furblock Mountain, I feel you.
It is now.
Confused.
It is my Holy Mountain.
Alright.
The Furblocks are the only ones that believe in Glasses. So it's the Holy Mountain.
It's all
Very good.
So I really want to defend my people, but what about the tide? What's more important right now?
Oh, well, I'm assuming the tide is going to be delayed by a month or two.
Oh, okay, so we got time.
I would assume we have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Considering the mountain they come out of is now a crater
Yeah,
filled with rubble.
that's good.
It might take them a bit to dig out of that.
That's better. Alright, then to home. And then I follow the first person that starts leading.
I will lead them.
All right. At this point, why don't we take a short 10-minute break? We'll come back and head home.
Where is home?
The mountain.
The Misty Mountains.
Oh, that home.
That's home.
The Misty Mountains.